So, where did we leave Moses? He ran away. Is that a good start for a hero? It's a good backstory. That's a good answer. You've seen enough movies, we've read enough stories, we know. The hero has to come out of some conflict, some tension. Well, all of those stories are based on Moses because he's got it all set with this. So, what happens? He ran away. So I'll read. So when Pharaoh heard this thing, he sought to slay Moses, but Moses fled from the face of Pharaoh, and he lived in the land of Midian, which was further away. And he sat down by a well. Now the man of Midian had 7 daughters, and they came and they drew water and filled the troughs to water their father's flocks. But the other shepherds came and they chased them away. But Moses stood up and he helped them, and he watered their flock. And when they came to Reuel, their father, he said, "How did you come back so quickly?" He knows that they have trouble with the other shepherds and the water, and that it's going to take a long time to get all the sheep watered. And they said, "Well, an Egyptian came, and he helped us. He delivered us out of the hand of the shepherds, and he drew enough water for us, and he watered the flock." And the father says, "And you left him there? He does good work. Bring him back quickly. How can we make him stay?" "Oh, I know. One of you should marry him." That's what it says. And Moses was content to live with the man, and he gave Moses Zipporah, his daughter. And she gave him a son, and he called his name Gershom. Any of you know anyone named Gershom? I have never met anyone named Gershom, but it means something. And Moses said, "Because I have been a stranger in a strange land, I will name my son Stranger, Gershom." Okay. And it came to pass, as time passed, that the king of Egypt died, and things got worse for the children of Israel, and they cried out to God, and God heard their groaning and remembered his covenant with Abraham and Isaac and Jacob. But Moses is out there in the desert herding sheep. Now, this is where we're going to leave him for today. God has heard the cry of the people of Israel. Moses is in exile, but he's found a family. He has a wife. He has a son. He feels like he's a stranger, but he's settling in. He has a good life. He's in the desert. He wears nice clothes. He's growing a beard. He's herding sheep. He feels like he's left his troubles behind. He ran away, and he got away. Except, we know that something else is coming. Now, what's important for Moses, he started out very high, very full of himself, very self-important. But now he's nothing. He doesn't have any family. Well, he doesn't have a father or mother. He doesn't have a place that he belongs. He's not important. The only thing that makes him important now is that he's found people that love him. That's good. He's not going to go around killing people anymore. That's really good. He's not going to go around bossing people around. He's learned humility. He's learned to not have any possessions. He's even learning to serve, because he's serving his father-in-law. He's taking care of his wife. He's taking care of his child, which means he's almost ready. We don't hear about her. I don't know. I'm sure he had a mother-in-law, but we don't hear about her. I'm sorry. So, pay attention to this, because sometimes we want to get right to the doing important stuff, right? Does it usually work out well? Usually we need to learn. We need to pause. We need to figure out where we actually are and do some diligent work to grow, which means we have to start with humility like Moses. So, watch for next week what happens when Moses finds some humility. And for now, we'll stand up, we'll go and take communion.